We can do the intro whenever, okay?
Well, hold on a sec, because we gotta get ready. I was gonna say the reason why this works for us, this
like
podcast, this podcast relationship is 2 phones, right?
Yeah.
So 1 phone's for taking a video.
Yeah. Phone
number 2 is fact checking.
Fact checking. We're all about serious research.
All about the facts.
Yeah.
Goes without saying.
We don't make things up.
I think it's important. I don't know if we've started yet, but it's important to tell our audience that
the truth.
Everything you hear on this podcast is true.
Yes.
Full
100%.
Yeah, that should be like a disclaimer. You know how there's like
we do months of research.
Yeah, you know how there's at the beginning of shows, it's like this is just kind of based on a true story, or not everything you hear or see is true. Our podcast,
you can take it to the bank.
100% true.
Yeah.
100%.
We're talking about facts, our opinions, but mixed with fact.
Yeah, listen, you can stand on our opinions alone, because I'm just going to be spitting cold, hard facts. Quiff.
What?
Cold, hard facts, man. It's called a quiff.
Did you just make that up?
Cold, cold C, hard.
Did you just make that up?
Quiff. I had it in my back pocket. But for the sake of this podcast, I just came
for the podcast?
I just came, So I was going to say,
I love quiffs.
2 phones is to operate this podcast. The good thing about, and the thing I like about this relationship the most is we're both Android users. So if ever you needed to be like, it's time to fact check, boom, you know what to do. You're not like an iPhone user, like, duh. Like, how do I go back? Like, get out of here, eh?
Okay, so let's just do a quick intro. What's this podcast called again? Yeah, Movie Shit Talk. This is the first ever podcast. Cold hard facts.
Yep.
We do quiffs. Yeah, we're all about quiffs. Cold hard facts. Quiffs.
Yep.
We do 1 old movie, 1 new movie. The very first movie we're starting with is
Face Off.
1997.
1997. What a year, hey?
Yeah.
What a year. Tupac's dead. Biggie's dead.
And that's when really the 90s started popping off, I think. No, not true. But
healthy debate,
1997 was a good year.
Okay.
Good year. Good year.
Great year.
I was in Canada maybe
a couple months straight out.
2 years. 2, 3 years.
Oh.
2, 3 years. 2, 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
2, 3 years. Learning the lingo, being cool. And
wait
you
a
know how I
minute.
learned?
Is that true?
Yeah.
2 or 3 years?
I came in 95.
Really?
July 95.
I thought you were younger when you came.
No, and that's how I learned to be cool. Watching Nick Cage.
Yes.
Love Nick Cage. Love Nick Cage.
What a wholesome story, eh? Like travels across the world, and is introduced to our culture by none other than
Nick Cage.
Wow, so it's like
and John Travolta.
You must feel like like a fatherly. Is there
fatherly love for Nick Cage?
I don't know. It seems like I
like him. He's been in a lot of movies, a lot of good movies.
Okay.
Con Air.
That sounds like a stepfather stepdaughter relationship. Like she just turned 18. Like it went from like, oh, that's my daughter to, hey, listen, that's my wife's little girl. It's like leaving the door open.
For what?
I don't know, just the way you said it. Because I was just expecting you to be like, yeah, father, but you're like, I really like him. And I was like, oh, wow, that relationship grew.
But leaving the door open for what?
Well, I mean, use your imagination here. Come on.
Just be clear. We're all about quiffs here, so just be clear.
Listen, full disclosure. Hey, full disclosure, never.
By the way, anything that's said here cannot be held liable.
Well,
right?
Of course it can't, because it's...
You just want to put that up front?
Yeah. No, yeah. So for my better half and Timur's better half, just we encourage you to give us some grace.
Yeah, give us a lot of...
in listening to this.
A lot of grace.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and understanding.
We might be saying things. We don't know what we're saying.
Well...
But we know it's quiffs. It's just...
anyway, let's move on. I feel like...
Okay, Face Off. Sick movie. Nick Cage. I think Nick Cage took the fucking... He killed it. I think we should both win Best Actor.
Yeah.
Oscar.
I wouldn't go that far, but hold on.
No, I wouldn't either. Let me, Nick Cage was sick.
Let me say something. I'll tell you. Movie starts. I'm expecting like and maybe I just watched an interview with Quentin Tarantino, and he's talking about how, Pulp Fiction brought John Travolta back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be. I was like, I'm going to see some real John. I got excited to see John Travolta. It started off, I was disappointed.
But you know what? I think
Nick Cage always brings it. Like, let's be honest, Nick's
always
seven-dimensional. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but listen, you know what? I feel like Nick Cage, in the beginning, he was a bad guy, and the bad guy's way cooler, way more fun.
Well,
Castor Troy kills it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He's just a naughty boy.
And I think that to me, it's like, so when the movie starts, I'm John Travolta, first several minutes or however many minutes, I'm like, wow, this is lame.
Yeah,
and then
depressing.
Bro, second best part of the movie for me. And I think to a lot of our viewers out there who watch the movie,
to a lot of the viewers,
is when Travolta comes into his own. When Travolta gets the face and comes into jail, shows up, and actually
that was good.
Yeah,
when the door opens,
and he's a new man.
He's just like, ooh, you good looking.
Yeah, you hot.
yeah. Dude, that was sick.
Dude,
when the police officer's like, you got a visitor.
No, that's the best part. That's the best part.
I lost my mind.
That's the best part. It's like,
dude.
It goes from the best part happens, and you're like, holy shit, you can't top that, because it's like the look on Nick's face.
Oh, that was nice.
The look on Nick's face.
Man, and how, you know what? The range that they play. Like Nick Cage in the beginning, like, woo, and then depression hits.
Yeah.
But let's get to the beginning again, okay?
Yeah. It's so easy to get ahead of ourselves.
Those double Berettas are pretty sexy.
Oh, the gold ones.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Very sexy.
The gold ones, yeah.
It's kind of funny. He shows up to the private jet. His boys give him a little platter.
Some chiclets.
Yeah. Was that like weed joints?
Or
were those Popeye cigarettes? You know those little candies? He just loves them. He's like. But the Berettas are sick.
Berettas are sick. Yeah.
Very sexy. Very sexy.
I feel like you see them. They're gold Berettas. They look cool. But I feel like there's like some sweet engravings on the other side.
Oh.
We just didn't get to see it. Like some like sweet, like one-line little quotes.
Yeah, and he's got some erotic thing going on with him, because every time he sees him, he just kind of like, just touches him, like there's something going on there. I wish they delved more into that.
Yeah. I'll say the back, like, kind of on that, the we can't leave out the in the private jet.
Oh,
like, suck my tongue. which came out of, like, I was not expecting that.
Hey.
We talk about twists and turns.
I was not expecting that.
Hey.
I thought he was going to be like, hey, suck on my knob. I thought even
There's so many. And even then I was like, don't do it, Nick. Like, I'm like thinking, what is it? Sorcerer's Apprentice. I'm wholesome.
Like, I know he's a bad guy. That was offside a little.
Yeah.
I just
but it wasn't, though.
But you know what? It's the 90s. I feel like you could do that. He was... Because even before then, when he was the priest, setting up the bomb, and he grabs that chick's fucking ass, is she like 13? It seemed like she was a little too young, and no one's stopping her. He just walks in, grabbing her, talking like sweet nothings into her ear, and the other pastor just like la 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 la.
When I saw him dancing, in my head, all I'm thinking is Joaquin Phoenix inspiration. Hey, you're welcome. There's your Oscar. Joker. When he's dancing on the staircase, I'm just thinking, oh, that's where it started. Okay.
You know what? I don't think I ever saw the Joker.
Oh, okay. Hey,
but
healthy debate. Here we go.
When I saw him do the dance,
it
felt like he invented a dance. Twerking. Did Nick Cage invent twerking? That was like the first iteration of twerking, and then as evolution took over, now you got the new iterations. Did he invent twerking?
Listen.
Is that a quiff?
That's what I was gonna bring up, because
I saw that and I was like, I kind of lost it there. I was like, did Nick Cage invent twerking?
Maybe that's something we'll leave with our viewers.
You know what? Maybe we can delve into that a little bit.
Comment down below. I don't know.
Comment down below. Send in some answers.
The comment's gonna be like, tomorrow I think we should get a divorce. That's the only comment. Like, dang.
And then that what do you call it? The lady that says suck on my tongue, or that sucks his tongue.
Yeah.
She kind of dressed really boring. I was hoping she was gonna be like. I was hoping he gets into the jet. There's like 3-4 really sexy stewardesses, and she's just like she's wearing a fucking turtleneck. It's the middle of June.
In the movie world, that's called foreshadowing. That's why she died. Clearly, like you see that girl, you're like, oh my goodness, what? Like here we go, a Nick Cage flop, never happened before.
Yeah,
we're about to see the first, and we're thinking that's the lead. He holds her out the window of the plane or the door of the plane. It's like,
yeah.
And I'm like, my goodness. And I'm the same way as you. The whole time, all I'm thinking at first, I'm like, holy smokes, like that's the girl that sucked his tongue. And I was like, wow, she dresses so blah. And and then she dies. And then I was like, and then she dies. Like, buckle up.
I was like, thank God.
Buckle up.
I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Because she's just a prude.
Buckle up, and her body gets thrown off.
Like, and the way that body was, he was just like this. I feel like he should have fucking slapped her. She just fucking flies off. She's just like,
Yeah.
You know, and she barely has any road rash. John Travolta picks her up. He's like, oh. It's like fucking plane like flying into a hangar.
Sucking her tongue.
her tongue is still stuck outside.
Yeah.
Like, John, get on
cut. Jesus Christ.
John, it's not your turn to be the bad guy yet.
You quit.
Yeah, you quit that, John.
Sucking people off,
like,
John.
Cut.
It's the only way I can get away with it.
And then the action scene in the hangar.
In the hangar.
You realize that it was only Nick Cage and his brother.
Yeah.
Castor Troy and
Pollux.
Yeah.
Wait. What? Was it Pollux Troy?
I think so.
Like, it's like the
Chicken
artist.
Pollux.
The artist meets. What is it? What's like the city of Troy? Is that
City of Troy?
Helena of Troy? Is that Greek or Roman?
Let's go with Greek. Or Roman. I don't know. I think it's Greek. Isn't that like Greek mythology?
No, it's got to be. Is it?
Yeah. You know, Achilles and all those guys?
Yeah, anyway. Jesus. Listen to us. We only know movies, hey? This podcast isn't about us
Unless it's talking about Troy the movie.
Absolutely.
Right?
Which is all about Helena of Troy, okay.
Which is the movie we should do. That's the movie we should do.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of big hitters in that movie. A lot of heavy hitters.
A lot of big swings, a lot of big hits.
A lot of big dicks in that.
A lot of big
Brad
hits.
Pitt, huge dick.
Yeah.
Eric Bana, huge dick.
Okay.
Who's the other guy, the skinny guy?
I'm out of names.
No, there's that guy.
What about the
And the women are sexy in that one. Wonderful.
Yeah?
No big names. Though.
Probably some cute dudes, too. We'll just say it. Quiff.
Oh, a lot. Hey, it's Greek mythology.
Quiff, yeah.
A lot of gay dudes. I mean, the way they dress.
Cute dudes, bro.
Cute dudes. Oh, he said gay dudes.
No, I said cute.
There's probably gay dudes there, too.
I would imagine there would be.
I mean, if there's a casting call and they're saying, hey, you
sit on this couch.
you have to wear
let me
dresses.
see what your shoulders look like.
Yeah.
Oh,
wear a leather dress.
Casting
it's going to be like all gay dudes, right?
Yeah.
Maybe one or two straight one slips in there, turns gay.
Queef.
Yeah, that's a quiff. Oh, yeah, so, I mean, I was going to say about the action scene.
Wait. Huh. Pollux Troy.
Yes.
The artist meets the, like, ancient, awesome civilization. The name.
Huh?
The brother's name. Pollux Troy. It's like...
Who's Pollux?
It's the brother.
But I don't know what connection you're making.
I'm just saying that because both names are fairly unusual. I would say.
Pretty cool. They're
by
pretty
today's standards.
Pollux sounds kind of like chickenpox.
But it's like what about the artist?
Who's the artist?
Like the sloppy painting artist. Anyway.
Picasso?
Anyway.
Isn't that Picasso?
Well, no. Anyway, Jackson Pollock. You know,
that sounds familiar.
Guy. So Pollux Troy.
Okay.
It's a name birthed out of, you know who probably thought of that name? They probably had him as like Larry Tetherman. And then Nick Cage is like, no, Pollux Troy, and he's my brother.
Yeah, and listen, you know what? The bad guys' names are very cool.
Yeah.
FBI agent's name, very uncool, but probably appropriate. Sean Reacher or something, or Archer? Sean
Archer, yes, yeah.
Back to the action scene.
Yeah.
There's only two of them, I think, fighting. There's like 200 FBI agents, and somehow this guy is just popping off the Berettas, hitting this guy in the ear. Do you see that guy in the ear?
Yeah.
He's like, falls to the ground. Yeah. I don't know how he shot so many guys.
But I know how they regenerate ears now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, a little...
laser?
A little science for us.
Oh, yeah.
It's like... Yeah. I just
The Walsh Institute does great work.
great work. Yeah, very like highly recommended. I mean, you probably need a lot of referrals to get in there, but that
and you'd be working at the FBI,
which is pretty cool.
which is pretty cool.
Which a lot of our viewers out there probably see them. Yeah.
Now, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the 97, great year. What did we learn about the year?
I love 90s. Okay,
Like, I mean,
97 is a great
if
year.
we're talking action scenes,
Oh,
like holy smokes!
You know what? I've watched some old action movies from the 90s.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they don't hold up. This was cool. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was cheesy-ish, but I enjoyed it.
The excitement in me wants me to just jump ahead to the last scene.
Oh,
like,
that was
the
cool
last. Actually, but I won't.
But actually, about this action scene, did you notice how many times they're doing double Berettas?
Double Berettas.
And they're doing a lot of dive jumps, sick dive jumps. And he's also doing a lot of like, for no reason.
Yeah.
There's no obstacles, there's no obstruction. Boom, boom. Does a spinneroo, and then boom, boom again.
Yeah, Travolta.
Both, I thought.
Well, okay.
And they're going like this and this. Pretty cool.
And I've never seen.
Pretty cool.
I've never, not that I've like spent a lot of time around guns. The effects. They were like it was like sparklers.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of sparks. And did you notice?
Okay, Derek, 3, 2, 1, light them all.
He's like
yeah,
a lot of sparks. And do you notice how in all 90s action movies, there's a lot of oil drums sitting around. Everywhere.
All of them.
Anytime there's an action scene, there's like 30, 40 oil drums and one blows up and it's just boom.
Multi-purpose,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you could be on the shore dock, you could be in the middle of the desert, you can be
movie set, doesn't matter.
anywhere.
In a park.
Anyway, there was garbage cans, right?
Yeah, and they always blow up.
And they always blow up. My favorite oil drum blow up, I think, was in the. Was he escaping from prison? And he was running on the. I can't remember.
Yeah. A lot of oil drums there.
Somebody he was running on the roof, or he was running on something, and then there was an oil drum. He's being shot at, I think, by a helicopter.
Yeah.
Again, I could be mistaken here, but I was so focused on Nick Cage the entire
intensity
movie.
in his eyes.
Yeah. I had a hard time paying attention to everything else that was going on.
Did he invent the Tom Cruise run?
We'll talk about that in a sec. But my oil drum point was that drum. He's running on the roof and he's being shot at by a helicopter.
Yeah.
And the drum just goes straight up in the air. And like the adult in me wanted to question that, but the little kid was just like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And tons of sparklers there. When the helicopter's firing off, the guy underneath is just like.
That movie would have been a lot of fun to watch being made.
Yes.
And to not know it was being made, like to be a block and a half away and to see down the street, like what's going on there? It's like it's Chinese New Year. Or it's
Now I love it how this is horrible. You know what? Most of the movie is great. The way they convince him to do the face-off.
That was a lot easier.
He's like, "I'll do it." That was kind of ridiculous. I feel like John Travolta. Not his best acting.
That's what I'm saying.
That was so ridiculous.
Is John Travolta it wasn't great, but I feel like that he's a seasoned thespian and he did that for a reason. He was like, you know what?
I don't know what a thespian is. Can you please?
It's when two girls. Oh no, wait. It's an actor.
Thespian.
Thespian.
Is that a legit quiff?
You want to fact check it? You know how to work a...
No, okay, I'll fact check it. You keep talking about
Do you know how to work a...
Yeah.
Okay.
You keep going. Is this on data?
What do you mean is on data? Like it's... do you ever turn your data off?
Yeah.
I think...
Go ahead. Relating to drama and the theater. Thespian talents, an actor or actress.
So as a season...
Wow.
Is this season... Thespian. I don't know if I'm using the word properly.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'd love to use thespian.
So
we're kind of a couple of thespians right now.
It's when two actors of the same gender come together, like Nick Cage and John Travolta, and make movie magic. That's a thespian. I think he set us up for that. He's like, I want to be I don't know if he's sitting there saying he wants to be cringy, but I mean, he's gonna give us B-level acting, and then when it comes to the face swap, he's like, boom.
Yeah, that was good. When he turned into a bad guy,
yeah.
Ooh, I'm good looking. Dude, the face swap scene is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're cutting up his face,
Yeah.
then this machine just sucks it off,
Yeah.
puts it into water,
Yeah.
and it's just floating around,
Yeah.
and then they massage it on, just like,
yeah.
Oh, perfect. And then it's fine.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So a lot of times with these kind of movies, I like I was saying before, is I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is none of this could have ever happened. Like, this is so far out there that it's like it's so unbelievable.
Hey,
but that it's like
that's kind of cool.
I'm like
Only
I believe it.
Only in the 90s.
Like I was
all in. I was all in.
I didn't have many questions. That's all I'm saying. Is I was like, wow,
I
this.
didn't have any. I believe the science.
Yeah,
I'm all in. I believe the
makes a lot of
science.
sense.
Dr. Walsh, the way he explained it.
Oh, bone cop, bad cop, man. That's Canadian
that's
actor.
right.
Yeah,
Hey, he looked good, eh?
he looked great, man.
He kind of always looked the same. It's like his hairline has never changed, but he was looking good.
Yeah,
Very young, virile. He was looking good.
yeah, virile.
He's kind of a. I feel like he's a great actor. He just can never be a lead. He can't. He doesn't have the Nick Cage thing to him. You know what I mean?
I
don't think so. You know, because even in good Bon Cop, Bad Cop, was it Bon Cop, Bad Cop?
He was. I mean, he was kind of. Oh, what do you mean? Was he good? Of course. I think they made a sequel to that.
Let me ask you this: what's his name? You don't know his name. He's not a leading guy. He's good. He's not a leading guy, you know. And he always plays like a cop type dude, or like kind of like an annoying prick.
Yeah, but you think everybody knew Tom Brady's name was? Drafted 7th round, or whatever round he was drafted.
It's been like 30 years. That guy's been acting. No,
but all I'm saying is that nobody knew who Tom Brady was, and he turned out to be the greatest thing ever. Why? Because he was given an opportunity to be the lead.
He's been given opportunities.
Yeah,
he was in Face Off.
No, for a lead, and so we got good Bon Cop, Bad Cop, and then.
You know what? I saw that movie, or parts of it.
Don't.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's move on, okay?
All right.
So Dr. Walsh then goes on and swaps faces.
Yeah.
And John Travolta.
Again, still right. I'm right there. Yeah.
Dude, and when Nick Cage, I guess this is Nick Cage now.
Yeah.
As Sean Archer.
So swaps the faces. Everybody dies, which we find out a bit later, and no real questions were asked about it. It was just everyone dies. Everybody who knew about the project is gone.
Oh, wait, we're skipping too far, I think. Okay, so right now,
okay,
you know what we should have done was I done a quick synopsis of the movie.
Why?
Not everyone knows Face Off, do they?
Why?
Anyone that needs, you're right. Okay, fine. Anyways, so now Sean Archer is in Castor Troy's body.
Okay.
Switch faces.
Okay.
And now it's Nick Cage. He's the good guy pretending to be a bad guy, and he goes into prison.
Good cop, bad cop, bon cop, bad cop. Anyway,
it's kind of a good connection.
Great.
He goes into this prison that is in the middle of some, I don't know, off the coast of California or something, on some oil rig.
Yeah, maybe.
And his brother's in there.
Magnetic boots.
That was kind of a cool touch.
Yeah. I've seen that before. Where have I seen? Oh, was it a TV show? I think it was like a.
Dude, that was a very cool touch.
Maybe it was like a Star Wars or Mandalorian or something like that. But yeah, that was
a cool touch.
That was pretty cool. Yeah. I thought that was really cool.
And you know what? It looked pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Legit. So that's when for me it started and it wasn't to the end of the movie where I was like, what's that movie called with Kevin Spacey when he's sitting there and the cop starts looking up behind him and all the pictures and everything starts coming back to him in his head, the usual suspect. I had a moment of that at the end where finally Archer is going to be okay and make it through and his family's okay. And
this is why he's in prison?
This is at the end of the movie.
Okay.
And sorry, spoiler alert, but at the end of the movie, and then a cop calls him Archer, even though he looks like Nick Cage. And in that moment, I was like, man, Archer killed a lot of cops along the
Yeah, because he like throughout the thing he was only like, oh, don't shoot him, and then he's like, pop, pop, like.
Yeah, and starting with that jail scene, man, like getting out of jail was
he caused a lot of ruckus.
No easy business. A lot of guys.
So he goes in there. In there, and he's just like all weird because he doesn't know someone's gonna recognize him. Runs into his brother. And then, you know that transformation he has when he gets into that fight? He's like, woo, I'm Castor Troy.
Yeah.
I'm Castor Troy. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it could have gone. I thought it could have gone one of two ways. And, the way it did go, where he was just Archer in Castor Troy's body. Or the second way, where we would learn that his face, he would start absorbing some of whatever, like maybe some of the brain matter was left over, or like was chopped off, and then all of a sudden he was taking on Castor Troy traits.
Yeah,
and it was like double trouble, right? So at the end of the movie, maybe by the end of the movie they both turned back into themselves. Anyway, alternate ending.
Quiff.
Yeah. Quiff.
Yeah, that was sorry. Yeah, he fucks up that prison real bad.
Takes it down, man. Takes it down. So again, foreshadowing, like if I ever get out of here, I'm gonna have you fired.
That was kind of dorky.
In my head, I'm like, oh, this makes for like it's just a little nugget, right?
Yeah,
because
no foreshadowing.
it's like, yeah, but it's a nugget too. It's like, oh, later on I can look forward to him being like, and that's what I had thought the whole time, at least in that moment, was like, oh, okay. So at the end of the movie, he's gonna go back and be like you guys run a prison, like I run a kitchen, like nah, it's very sloppy.
Yeah. And he's like, well, based on your unit, we can't fire you, but...
yeah. That's what I think, more diplomatic. But 4 minutes later, like, the guy's getting clubbed from behind. And it's like...
Yeah, they're like wrecking him. They're like,
So it was giving him just cause to kill.
Yeah.
They kill him. So softening kind of that, again, like at the end of the movie, like I was saying, it's like, holy smokes, he killed a lot of people to get where he is. Like, great, he's safe.
Yeah.
A lot of people died.
Are they going to question him? It seems like they're not going to question anything.
It seems
they're just happy he's back.
Yeah.
And then the best scene in the movie. The uni.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Troy, you have a...
Wait.
Oh, sick.
You're so pathetic. What does he say to
That was kind of mean.
I know, but I was like, well done. And then he's like, he looks up and he does like he does some sort of signal. I was like, oh, so somebody else does know. And then it shows him in the cell waiting.
I didn't see that signal.
But it just looked, because when he's like, you're so pathetic. And then he like looked up to get himself out.
And I was like, what's going on here? Someone knows?
That'd be cool. It's like, he's like, you're so pathetic, but his boots are locked. And he's like, oh, shoot.
That would be pretty funny. The cops just fucking with him. That was kind of mean. They didn't need to do that.
No, well, come on, put yourself in issues. It's like he's trying to save the world here. He's just got the information that he needs. Or he's trying to save.
He should have waited until he got out of prison, then say he's pathetic. Really made a fool of himself.
He blew his cover. He blew his cover pretty quick.
He blew it. Yeah, really quick.
But then fast forward. Well, I mean, like you don't have to fast forward much. It's kind of it.
Let's just go back to that scene again. Okay, you do the scene. That was a sick scene.
Which one?
When they're like, Castor Troy, you have a.
So that's what I want to talk about real quick. So just kind of preface that with, well, I guess it is the scene, but you see him in the cell, you see him waiting.
Yeah.
And
you have a visitor, right?
But even before you have it, because I think but I think once we hear you have a visitor, we know.
Oh, we know. He doesn't know.
But he's like a pimp, and I'm like, here we go. Like this is gonna be a quick movie, and then you have a visitor, and I'm like, what must be
the way the door opens and he's just kind of leaning over.
Hey, you ever wonder that in a scene like that, very high drama, like really 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 edge of your seat kind of stuff, does an actor like? Do you think when he got that line, "You've got a visitor," do you think that Nick Cage was just like felt that? Like, you think...
Nick Cage is all in.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he's all in. Like, you could see, like
but like
wash
the
over,
like
you
real
know?
like how like imagine how you would feel if you're like I'm getting out of here. Like you imagine how you feel.
Yeah.
Like I'm so sick of this. I just traded faces with
Yeah.
this bad guy.
Oh, this guy's life
I'm
is
in
falling
jail.
apart.
And
Oh
then
my
it's like
God.
you got a visitor. Like oh my goodness.
cool. I mean,
My heart would sink.
I kind of gave up on John Travolta at that point.
Oh no, I was just like, okay, we're in for a bit of a rocky road.
Yeah. When he walked in, and as soon as he said, "Ooh, I'm good looking,"
Yeah.
I was like, "He's
Yeah.
back, baby!"
This rocky road just got cold. This rocky road is cold. Woo, John Travolta, like cold and like a this just got real.
Okay.
You know, okay.
Great scene.
Oh, like I said, to me that was my favorite scene.
That was my favorite scene.
To me, like just that kind of sequence of you got a visitor to.
I had completely forgotten about that scene. I watched the movie like 20 years ago. Sick scene.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, so did I. It was like new to me, the entire thing, and I'm grateful for that.
You know what I'd really forgotten was I didn't know he killed his son in the
I thought you were
beginning.
gonna say I didn't know Nick Cage had a six-pack back then, because I don't know if that was a body double. But do you remember when we got the face change and then he's just like his shirt off, and I was like,
You know
whoa.
what, dude? They were kind of both bodied up, but Nick Cage was fucking
Yeah.
real bodied up,
What do you
shredded,
expect, though?
dude.
Yeah, what do we expect?
He was looking good.
The other, you know what?
Shredded.
Shredded.
Looking good, man.
I like to imagine Nick Cage, yeah, looking like that with a six-pack, whether or not that's him.
And some hair on his chest, like a real man. Looking good.
I don't know why, but John Cusack, man, like, a lot of people see him, you watch High Fidelity, you're like, look at this nerd, like, a lot of women are probably like, he's so cute, but in my head, I'm like, John Cusack has just got 8 ripples down his belly, and just like,
I can't even imagine. I can't imagine him with a shirt
should have been a shoulda, coulda, woulda, action movie star.
Yeah.
I guess it was
I
not.
don't think he had the face for it. Didn't have the chiseled face. Didn't have the. You know what? He didn't have the wide range of character that Nick Cage has. He just doesn't.
Well, I mean, like, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I think Nick Cage is kind of in a class of.
I feel like Cusack should have gone off more into like family-friendly movies. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
Christmas movies and
He did.
romantic comedies or something.
Yeah. I think just the Nick Cage elephant
Nick Cage
in
can do
the
anything.
room, though.
Nick Cage can do anything.
Well, see,
Okay,
but hold on. I think this is important to kind of address. Past how many years? 10, 15 years, Nick Cage has kind of been like everybody is like on that whole, not as a meme, but yeah, more as like.
They kind of talk shit about him.
Not
you know what?
talking shit, but just like how like he's so epic. But they're highlighting all of his. They're saying sarcastic. They're highlighting all of like maybe he over dramatizes things, and that's kind of people find that funny. We genuinely.
I love it.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's so entertaining.
They know who he is. You know who they don't know?
Who?
The guy with bad cop, bon cop. He doesn't over dramatize anything. You know what I mean?
Hey, touche, man.
He's like, hey, let's switch faces and.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't disagree with you. He's not.
Imagine Nick Cage playing that part.
Won't cop, bad cop. They
No,
changed.
the doctor part. He'd kill it.
Oh,
Somehow
absolutely.
he'd be the leading actor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he'd kill
without
it.
a doubt. Without a doubt.
He'd kill it.
They'd have to do like they'd have to rewrite the script.
Yeah. Okay, so now the other thing I didn't get, which is just a '90s movie thing. The guy jumps into the water out of the prison.
Yeah.
And the helicopter pilot's like, oh, I guess he's dead. Let's get out of here. Like, they just leave. This guy swims like 20 miles to shore. What? He's not tired at all. He's just running around.
And I love it. Helicopters just randomly showing up out of nowhere.
There's nobody around. And it's like goes way under and then shows up above. Like, what's going on?
I guess.
And how did he not? When he
I guess in fairness, that's what they do, though. That's what they do. Like, maybe.
Yeah. And how and they make it seem like he came out of the rooftop. And then he's like, there's nothing there. He doesn't hear anything. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh shit, there's a helicopter. Like, you would have heard a helicopter.
Yeah. Oh, you'd think, and
Comes out of nowhere.
At the beginning when the plane was taking off, that was when it's like you see, like, we gotta get going. They get in the car, they run to the airstrip, and they see the plane, and they're coming head on with the plane.
Oh yeah.
And then like the next shot is on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
All the cop cars and like the flying V and a helicopter coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not the best helicopter scenes. Well, they were fun.
And I don't know,
They're
like,
fun.
I mean,
This
as
doesn't
far
make
as
sense.
bad guys go, I don't know how many bad guys have the balls, have the guts to, knowing full well that there's a helicopter chasing you, to still open the door before you take off, hold the girl outside, kill the girl, and then smile and wave at the...
Very good.
Yeah. That takes a lot.
So when he gets back, oh, by the way, you know what? I was kind of complaining that there's no like hot ladies in the movie, which there aren't really,
Oh,
except
man,
for his
Sasha.
ex-girlfriend.
Then Sasha
you know,
comes
she's
in,
got,
yeah.
You know what? That I don't know her name, but she's always kind of played the bad girl in movies, eh? In all the '90s movies, she's always the bad girl. She's got that look.
She definitely has that look. She has
that
like
look.
that Eastern European.
I feel like she always played the girlfriend of like a mobster or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, well, I mean, I think she fits that. Like I was saying, like Eastern European, like Russian kind of. Her name's Sasha in the movie, for crying out loud. Like, I mean, it's. Yeah. No, I. Not my type.
I thought she was pretty good looking.
But clearly, at one point, Nick Cage's type.
Hey, if it's Nick Cage's type, it's got to be our type. You got to give him that respect.
Yeah.
He's the man.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So anyway, she comes in.
And so he goes to her brother's place, and her brother and her have like some incest type of relationship.
Was that her brother?
Yeah, dude, that big tall guy with the big tall white guy.
Oh, maybe I gapped because didn't they kiss before he died?
Yeah, dude, like a real passionate kiss, like all tongue and stuff. It's kind of weird.
No.
I thought I saw tongue. I felt like I saw tongue.
Yeah, maybe it's like
Kinda weird.
like the way I call you, brother. Hey, brother.
No, I think.
I don't.
Anyways, that guy's house is pretty sick, eh? Sick crib.
Like I call you, brother, but like I just don't kiss you with my tongue.
Yeah, like
When I kiss you, when I kiss you, I don't kiss you with my tongue.
like that. Okay. Sick house. The guy's got sick crib.
Yeah, that was like a loft on a loft on a loft.
Yeah, very nice.
And all of them were happy to die. Like when they were being raided by SWAT, they're having the night of their life. They're with their women. They're doing their thing, low key. Nobody's onto them. And then Nick Cage walks in. Castor Troy. I should call him and then all the shit pops off.
Yeah,
but they're all like ready to die.
Yeah, no, the fake Castor Troy. They do some drugs.
Yeah.
But the
fake
crazy
Castor
thing
Troy.
is, the crazy thing is, I like how the FBI is all lined up on the other building, like a fucking murder squad.
Yeah,
they would never do that. They're just like,
never.
Okay, ready? Brrr, like,
start the firing.
yeah. And did you notice how many guys from the FBI were swinging from ropes?
Oh yeah.
Where were they coming from?
I don't know.
Because they were like inside the
Did
condo.
you see the one guy get kicked back out? He comes out, like, not today. Boom.
Yeah. There's like 20 guys on ropes.
Yeah.
And then there's like 30 FBI agents. There's maybe like 4 or 5 bad guys. The bad guys, sick spin moves, lots of dives, double-handed.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
I think
sick.
So they have that the tall white guy with the bald head dies.
Cool. That's a cool look. I like that.
Yeah,
look.
he's got a cool.
Very
He seemed like a nice guy too for a bad guy.
Seems like a cool guy. Yeah.
Right. So, but he dies. I think the archer, who's got the face of Castor Troy, tells
he kisses his sister, dies. Yeah. I thought Archer was about to kiss him too. Like this guy's just like so magnetic, you know. It's like he's like groping his foot, like his dome. He's like,
goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye, my friend.
Even though he's never met him before.
Sucking my tongue.
Please, one more time, Castor.
Just before I die.
And then that's when, and I think you mentioned this earlier. So it's Castor and Archer. And they see each other, but that's when
iconic scene.
I want to say that was it Archer. What a movie we picked, eh? Like having to navigate between like the names and the faces.
No, fake Archer, Castor Troy, fake Archer, and
fake Troy.
Wait, no, fake Troy. Sorry, fake Castor Troy and fake Archer.
Okay, either way, they were in a room, just the two of them,
with the mirror in between. Is that the scene?
Yeah. Just after that, but then I want to say it was Castor Troy was on the ground. Nick Cage was on the ground.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
And he does pulls out one of his Berettas, starts shooting, and then does this like
dude, how many
wheel kick turn around. And I was like, whoa! It didn't get him anywhere. It just kind of kept him in the same spot.
There was a lot of diving
Really
and dodging
cool.
and jumping for no reason.
Months and months of choreography.
I thought what was really cool, the whole like, just for the face-off thing, when they're like back to back on a mirror.
Yeah.
Face-off.
Face-off. Yeah.
And then they turn around and start shooting. Face-off.
Oh.
Right? It's kind of cool.
Oh.
It's kind of cool. Because they kind of look at each other.
Yeah.
But they're not looking at each other. They're looking at themselves. It's kind of face-off.
Do you think...
That was cool.
Do you think the director had that in mind? Not only are we taking their faces off, but we're also going to allow them to face off many times.
That was cool. Face-off.
That was really cool. That was really cool.
That was cool. I thought
what a great title. Face Off?
Sick title. That's only in the 90s could you do that. You can't do that today.
Yeah.
I would love it if there's a remake, but you can't really do a remake of that one. That one's pretty sick.
Hey, that's funny because I was thinking about this at the end of the movie. It's like, again, I don't want to jump ahead. Wow, you know what? Just because you brought it up, I'm going to jump ahead. So at the end of the movie, I was thinking Face Off 2. And Face Off 2, Archer gets his face back and they just kind of fall. Then he turns into like a family man. And then, but maybe he... it's just a movie about him like raising a family after. Right?
And it turns into a PG,
and loving his wife.
PG-13 movie.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking like Ted Danson. What's anyway?
Like a Tim Allen type.
Yeah. And just being like an all-around like great guy.
He's
like,
so good.
Face Off 2, but it's
the
called
Perfect Dad.
Yeah, it's called Face Off 2, and then Faces Back On.
Yo, how would it?
Or what? Or like. But it's like, and it's just his struggles through like fatherhood now, with his daughter who's just like in an instant is like normal, like is like an angel. But it's like Face Off 2, Faces Back On, or Faces a New Life now.
Ooh, Faces a New Life. Face Off, Faces a New Life.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now how amazing would this be, dude? Imagine Castor Troy.
Yeah.
Was like a Vietnamese terrorist.
Oh.
Okay.
You'd be a lot quicker.
Switch faces.
Am I allowed to say that? You'd be a lot more agile. Am I allowed to say that?
You're gonna be yeah.
That's a compliment.
I think generally Vietnamese are shorter, more agile.
More agile, yeah.
Imagine then you have to switch faces. How hilarious! and Castor Troy's like way shorter because now he's a Vietnamese guy. Archer's taller because he's just a big FBI agent. They gotta switch faces.
And what a learning curve, eh?
What he's gonna do is he's got like a Vietnamese accent.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, oh, fuck you, Archer.
What a learning curve, though, eh? To imagine that, like you spend your life at 6 foot. And then all of a sudden you wake up and you're like 5'4". You're just seeing the world from a completely different.
Yeah, dude, that'd be pretty fun.
Well, that'd be really interesting. Yeah,
that would be very. Yay! Now that's acting.
Yeah.
You know who could do it? Nick Cage, John Travolta.
Oh yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fun. Yay! Maybe we should do a remake with that concept.
Yeah, we could. I don't think either of us has the acting prowess of a.
Hey, the Wallace Institute would really have to do some good work. Changing races now.
They would.
Okay, so where are we with the movie? What? We're at the face-off section. Very cool scene.
Well, I feel like now we're very much in the middle, where it's like this is for our viewers out there who are pressed for time. This is a good opportunity for you just to you can jump about 40 minutes. Like, and I'm not saying there's nothing good there.
I kind of thought the movie ended there.
I got a bunch of kids. I got a lot on the go. It's tough for me sometimes to sit down and enjoy a movie. So I do oftentimes find the fast forward button to be a bit of a help.
I thought the movie ended there. It was a long kind of long movie.
So maybe we're on the same page here because they had a few more face-offs.
Yeah, there were a lot of face-offs. I think they overdid it with the face-offs.
Oh, come on. This is... I gapped. Did he have sex with his wife?
I think so. Doesn't he? I don't think... See, you know what? That's what it was missing.
Yeah, but he has the candles and they light it? Do they have... I can't remember.
I think so. Yes. You know what? Because he goes and starts rubbing her foot, her calf.
Yeah. Do they have sex?
She's kind of a prude at that point. I think they do.
Well, she's still kind of upset. They got in a fight. So I
think they do. I feel like
I want to, for the sake of this podcast, let's say they did. Which
wait. I wish that's one thing was missing. I feel like he should have had like a boom, just an erotic scene with his wife, you know?
Right, wife and yeah. Hey,
Together? No.
Okay,
separately. No, not at all. I feel like the daughter was like.
I was gonna say though. Okay, so I was gonna say, assuming they had sex,
The wife.
the only one who wins amid all this this struggle and this
They kind of all win.
There's a lot of people that lose their life and a lot of relationships that are you even if you did survive, you lost your partner or your boss or.
You know what I wish he did say to his wife though was suck on my tongue. That would have been a good.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah,
like they should have gone. They should have gone more offside with the wife.
The only one I feel, or one of the only characters that wins in this entire movie, is the wife. Her husband's alive. Her daughter's alive. They're both healthy.
She gets the bang.
She gets the bang.
The big down.
Yes, man. Yes.
And didn't she?
What an experience for somebody who's in a relationship with a man, and it's like I'm not saying that he's a bad man. So Archer's a bad guy, but his relationships go. You really got to keep things spicy.
Yeah.
And when you lose a
what's
child,
more spicier than a new dick, face-off dick?
That's what I'm saying.
She has no idea. Is this my husband? Is he not? His dog looks like way different.
She had to have known.
He's not circumcised. My husband's circumcised. What's going on here?
I like to think like I'm medium-sized, and I know. I got a funny story for you. I was golfing once with my better half, and I hit a slice.
Which one?
Just with. What do you mean? Like golfing or with my better half? Which one?
Which one?
We're gonna leave names out of this. My partner.
Oh yes, current partner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have said former. Anyway,
listen. I'm confused. You
talk about us getting in trouble, and then you're the one that's stirring the pot right now. Hold on.
I'm sorry. That was offside.
So I'm golfing, and we're golfing. We were a twosome, and we were golfing with another twosome we didn't know, and of course we're all kind of joking around. We're on the tee box. I hit a drive, and I slice it to the right.
Yeah.
And I go, whoo, that's, it's just like the shape of my wiener. And I say that, and the guys we're golfing with laugh, and my partner, she's kind of like looking at me like, what did you just say? and then I walk back, and I'm kind of giggling to her, and she whispers in my ear, and she goes, no, yours goes the other way.
Ooh, really?
And she was right.
Oh, interesting.
She was right.
Interesting.
So, back to Face Off.
Face Off.
She knows.
She knows, because I feel like Castor Troy's dick is probably just beat up.
She knows.
Because he's a naughty boy. He just effed up shit.
She knows.
And you can tell between dicks. Come on.
She knows.
She knows, and she held it in. She knows, but she wanted to get fucked by this cool.
What would you do?
Bad boy.
What would you do?
If I was her?
If you were her.
No, I don't want to, like...
Yeah, I get it.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, because, I mean, we do...
Hey, I'm faithful.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, stop there, buddy. Stop there.
Yeah, me too. I'd say stop there.
I'd be like, listen, let's just do anal. That's not cheating.
No.
That was a joke. Okay?
No. Let me watch you do anal with somebody...
Call in one of your FBI buddies.
Yeah.
I want to watch this. But you know what? I feel like that's what it was missing. I feel like it was missing a boom, hot erotic with the wife. They should have gone offside with the wife.
Yeah.
Because that's what Cash and Troy would do.
Yeah. I agree. They could have maybe got more into that, and it would have added a bit of spice. But then at the end of the movie, it would have left you kind of being like, who is this floozy that she's knowingly sleeping with the bad guy?
Because as soon as she saw the dick, she would have known. It would have been like...
If she knew, though, like this guy probably did kill her son, didn't he? I think that's what...
yeah.
So I don't think...
Well, she didn't know that. She's not going to know that right away.
She wouldn't know that it was Castor Troy that she was having sex with. It's not like his
dick says, hey, I'm Castor Troy on it, right?
You never know.
You never know.
Like the underside of those Berettas, man. Like maybe he has something written down there.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. You know, do you think on his ass he's got double Berettas?
I mean, I don't see why not. Like on either,
butt cheek,
in a holster, like a gun holster.
Like his asshole's the holster, and they both go in there. Okay. Okay. So then what happens? Then
So fast. Okay, so now we're at the we'll call it the end scene. Last, what do you call the final scene? Final scene, or at least like the final series of scenes.
Like the final action scene.
Well, yeah, because I think it's the good thing about this movie is that final scene.
Hey, that final scene's kind of cool with the church and the pigeons. It's kind of badass.
The boats, eh? Give the bad guy the red boat? Are you kidding me?
Oh, it kind of keeps going, eh?
They just keep, but then
it was like 3 times. I thought the movie ended, and it keeps going. I just forgot. I thought the church was the ending, but you're right. The boats.
I love, with the boats and the sparklers everywhere.
Sparklers are back, and the oil drums are back.
Yeah, cops are dying. Everybody's trying to kill.
So many cops die for this motherfucker.
I feel like the only guy who lives is the real Archer.
Yeah. All the cops fucking die.
Pretty much, except for at the end when the two detectives or whatever come up and say, "Are you okay?"
Like it's a pretty unsuccessful mission for the FBI. They got like 100 cops dead.
Yeah.
And then 1 fugitive.
That's what I'm saying is, at the end of the movie, it got me thinking like, wow, I'm glad Archer made it through, but am I? The cost of him staying alive, like what did he solve at the end of the movie?
You know what would be a cool ending?
What?
Is if they think that's Archer, but it's actually Castor Troy. Somehow they messed up.
They just mixed
switching.
Up.
Then he's banging his wife again. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what was kind of whack in the movie? Was when he kills the head of the FBI. He's like, karate chop.
Leslie, Don's had a heart attack.
Yeah. Well, what? Like they're gonna check and they're gonna know that he's been karate chopped on his neck. Like it's very clear.
But I think that's the freedom that you get as a director, getting an actor like Nick Cage as your lead, because it's like, I don't know. For me, I was like, yeah, I guess so. Nick Cage, like, I guess that works.
Yeah. Okay, and then you know what was great? I thought.
What's that?
This is an amazing way to finish off the movie. Sean Archer, at the very beginning, loses his son. At the end of the movie, Castor Troy's son is now his son. Remember that? That was kind of a beautiful moment.
Heartwarming.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
That was nice. I thought that was a good way to end it off. Close it off.
So at the start of the movie, they show him losing his son?
Yeah, dude. Didn't you watch that? Dude, it's kind of a real downer scene. Dude, they're on a carousel. And he's hanging out with his son.
Yeah.
Castor Troy looking real cool, mustache.
Yeah.
Snipes him, goes through his shoulder, hits his son. Son's dead.
You know what?
That was a downer, dude. That was kind of sad. That was a sad moment.
American League Championship is on right now.
What does that mean?
Guilty. It means that I had the baseball game on.
American League.
Like they're playing for the pennant.
Who's playing?
What is it? The Rangers and the
I don't really
and the Astros, Houston.
Okay, listen.
Texas.
We can end off here.
All
That's
right.
52 minutes. And I just want to say, dude, you did a great job.
I got
at this podcast. You did a good job.
Man, I'm flattered. Thank you. You know what? I think you did pretty well yourself.
I think I can learn from you.
Well, you know what?
You came up with.
Hey, let's pat each other on the back after. I'm not okay right now. You get me. I'll get you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. How would Nick Cage end this? I think that's the question that we
suck on my tongue.
Okay.
No. That's how he would end it. He would say that.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Joking.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, listen. This wraps up our first
ever podcast. Face Off.
Yeah. Face Off.
1997. Check it out.
Yeah.
Our next movie, we don't know yet, but there's going to be a next one, I hope.
Every
This
Saturday.
was fun.
Man.
I had a good time.
Oh, every Saturday.
I had a good time. I had a good time.
I did too.
That was a good time.
We had fun.
All right. We should have like an ending thing to say,
like
over and out.
Yeah, maybe a famous quote. How's this one? Oh, here's a good one. I believe it's Julius Caesar, anyways. If you take the one thing that you most
Okay, let's just end it. We're out.
Okay.
We're out.
We're out.